Well, the women's 2018 soccer season is just around the corner, and we caught up with 12th-year head coach Scott Juniper, who previewed for us what we can expect to see out of this team this season. 3 fifth-year players, a handful of returning starters, and 13 true freshmen will look to fill the gaps left by last year's Big West midfielder and Big West Offensive Player of the Year, both of whom were 2 top scorers for the Anteaters last season and have both since graduated from the program.
Elizabeth Hutchison, Alex Karlowicz and Rima Bazia. That experience is difficult to come by. So, our experience of 5th years is that they bring that leadership component in those moments in games where you really, really need it. We return our starting goalkeeper, Maddie Newsom. 3 of our starting back 4 are returning. 2 or 3 of the starting midfield 4, and 1 of our forwards that played a lot. So there's 2 or 3 positions that we know we have to find players who can go in and really step it up. And we've also got 14 new players, so we've got 14 brand new players, 13 true freshmen. So we're heavy at both ends of the roster. Even though we lose maybe 5 big-time starters, 3 of those have already gone on to sign pro contracts. So, that kind of experience has left the team. But the players that are rising through the program are all very excited to contribute.
Well, Coach Juniper does reiterate the 1 game at a time competitive approach, but notes that August 16th home opener against USC will be a good evaluation of how this roster can compete in high caliber play.
So there isn't an easy game on there. Easy games are hard to find anywhere in college soccer. But the one that's circled is the first one. USC are going to be a really, really big challenge for us on August 16th. If we can do well in that game, that sets us up well for every game following. And of course, we start the season with 3 Pac-12 opponents, and what we're pleased about is that we've got them at home. It's not just about 1 or 2 teams. This is about 8 games in conference, and you've got to go after every single one. And if you slip up over a weekend or 2 weekends, you find yourself that you don't really have much of a chance. So the message is that it's got to be 1 game at a time, and make sure that we prepare as well as we can for each and every one of them.
Now, coming off their 2017 Big West regular season title, the Anteaters are set to host the 2018 Big West tournament. Of course, that only happens if they're able to finish top 4 in conference, but that would in fact be held right here on the campus of UC Irvine.
Last season, we won it on the last day, the championship, which was really exciting. We beat Cal State Fullerton here at Antietam Stadium. The way the tournament worked, it threw us into a second matchup with them 4 days later, and we slipped up by a single goal in the tournament semi-final, which was a huge disappointment for everyone. We all felt that we could have gone on to win the tournament as well. You get to host because you're the Big West Conference champions. So, we won it for the 3rd time in the last 8 years. So we feel pretty good about, the record over the long term. But it's about doing it again, and that's a theme that we've had during pre-season. Everything from doing the little things well, again and again and again, all the way up to Big West Championships. What mentality do we need to build to be able to replicate, not just replicate what we did last year, but go one further? Because as the champions, everyone is trying to knock you off. At the end of the season, the prize is to play that Big West tournament on your home field, and that's a really exciting thing. It doesn't come around very often, the opportunity to do that, and we have to finish in the top 4 to host. So that's the goal, and we're looking forward to it.